Hassani Dotson. And that spins up and away off Nani for the game's first corner. Russell. Ja'Cory Hayes. Gregush. Finley rising near post. Dotson with the blast. Huan. By a little bit over an hour. Players in that time did stay at the team hotel. Vauxhall. Pereira. Aha was the defender. Gregush underwhelmingly when it came back to the foot that he's trained himself to use more, his left, but he prefers his right.
Lucky for them, their center back steps into the midfield and wins that tackle.
Huan off and running. And into attack in Delhi. Jan Gregush. Vauxhall was blocked off in his attempts to get on the end of that. Müller. Huan. Pereira. Nani arriving. Pereira with a second attempt to turn it into the penalty area. Nani.
Well, now you're starting to see Nani roam. 30 seconds ago, he was on the right side combining with Müller and Huan. Now he's on the left.
Nani.
Oh, that is.
Müller. Orlando City have one more day by way of recovery than Minnesota. Secured their semi-final place on Friday as opposed to the Loons. Uruguayan Pereira. Amarilla. Very well rescued by Müller.
Dictate the tempo, but just watch Pereira. He's always trying to fill in the gaps, just find the seams. Bob Bradley said it after the game. He's their best player, and it's... Oh, good ball there from Gregush.
Gasper. And there's Amarilla.
So now the field and the opportunities become a little wider, and you can play between the lines and play into your front man, Amarilla up front.
Send the game to penalties. Russell. Huan. Pereira. Simple but effective. Huan. And a corner off Gasper.
My only concern for Minnesota United, John, is at times when they press, and you can even hear Adrian Heath on the sideline, the entire team is not in unison together, so they're too open.
Akindele, who was just waiting for the flag to go up, and eventually it does. It was Orlando City's home back in the 2014 season in the USL. Very happy memories of playing here. Nani at pace, and it's been turned in. Orlando City strike first. Nani causing the consternation and taking the acclaim.
Especially in over 18 months. And we came into the game tonight talking about Dotson versus Nani. One player that's won 4 Premier Leagues, the other one that's come out of college. A direct ball, great first touch from Nani. And in this tournament, he has been spot on. That is now his 2nd goal to go along with the 3 assists. Minnesota have been good. They may have been the better team, but Oscar Pereira and Orlando City, they've got the lead.
Not only playing them, but winning them as well, and his approach to playing these pressure games and telling the young guys on the team, one game at a time. And also he's continued to stress to be confident, but not arrogant. Always willing to give advice to all of the guys. It's been very important for Orlando City.
Mendes. Nani. Trying to curl it beautifully.
Oh.
One of the highlights of the entire tournament. Nimble Nani, still at 33. A headline grabber and a game changer.
Taking on players 1v1. He's in the conversation as the MVP of this tournament. But from 19, 20 yards out, you have to put pressure on a player that has this kind of pedigree. No pressure on him whatsoever from Dotson. A player of that quality can pick out a corner anywhere on the field. Nani has put Orlando City on his back. 2-0, 43 minutes in. I mean, the quality of the finish wasn't. That's not what I'm talking about. But the ability to set it up, take 2 or 3 touches, touch it to the middle. It's just not good enough from Minnesota United. And for about 30 minutes, Dotson was up to the task. Minnesota United, you can make an argument, was the better team. And yet, in the blink of an eye...
Gregush. Dotson. Be another corner off Mueller. Half time. Orlando have established certainly a bridgehead, maybe more than that. Drew Fisher, the referee, just checking that all are present and correct. Ozzy Alonso. Gasper. Ethan Finley. Gregush. Take 2 for the Slovak. Amarilla rising. Gasper. This is Boxall, the New Zealander. Corey Hayes fended off it by Huan. Hayes. Gregush.
That's a handball.
Referee playing a good advantage with Gasper. It's going to be a corner. Triple substitution by Adrian Heath. On at the near post.
Set piece is still a huge part of Orlando City seeing this game out.
This will come out to Gasper. It's Dotson. Remember, they finished 22nd out of the 24 clubs in the Supporters' Shield table last year. Kevin Molino, their former player.
There's 2 options here that Minnesota United have liked to do from this distance. Touch it to Gregush and he hits it. Well, there's your answer. Or the other one is float it and have Aja headed back across the goalkeeper.
Molino. Question asked about a possible handball. It's into the path of Finley.
It's been 64 minutes.
You can check out ESPN FC every day on ESPN Plus for the latest news and analysis from around the football world. Junior Urso, Nani, and headed wide by Juan.
It's literally right in front of Drew Fisher, though, John.
Here comes the free kick. Driven powerfully and saved by a flying Galese, who's not previously had that much to do.
This is from Edwards. That's a better save than initially. It's right at him, but
Gregush and Boxall.
that piece. Floated ball perfectly. Goalkeeper can't come off his line. And Antonio Carlos does just enough to get in the way of Boxall and heading that ball freely on goal. When you're defending these balls whipped in, at times you can't win the ball, but if you can just throw off the attacking player a quarter of an inch.
Junior Urso caught in possession. Gregush. Molino. Urgency now from Minnesota. Molino. Gasper. Boxall. Molino. Neat ball in, and Toye has scored. With his first meaningful chance, it's his first goal in 11 months. Since he bagged two in a memorable victory at LAFC at the tail end of last season.
Ridiculous ball this is from Kevin Molino. Now the question is the right shoulder in an offside position from Mason Toye? But that ball from Molino behind Janssen, just an absolute nightmare to defend. And Mason Toye does a good job of slowing up his run, not taking a touch, feeling the goalkeeper coming out and slipping him by him. But when this ball's played here, that right shoulder is close. That is almost identical to Kasper Shabilko last night for the Philadelphia Union.
And we've said this a number of times, it's worth stressing again, the intervention point for VAR in Major League Soccer is higher than in most other leagues, and I think that makes for a better spectacle. Dobson. Oh!
This is a difficult spot for a team that has struggled. 11 of the last 61 they have won. Orlando City right now is going to be tested. It was called onside. Was it clear and obvious for him to be called off? That's why you're not going to those video reviews.
Nani. And now the chance for Orlando finally to finish this off. Benji Michel. And he has. And Orlando City will host their own final party at MLS Is Back.
Specifically to bring a spark off the bench in a variety of roles. Oscar Pereira says he hasn't totally figured out what that role is. Listen, Minnesota United, they're going for it, rightfully so. The counter going the other way, but real composure and poise from the 22-year-old. And Orlando City, against all odds, the real underdogs of this tournament, are heading to the final against the Portland Timbers.
The Lions are roaring. And then there were two. Portland and Orlando will contest the final.